What's up, Space Fam? It's me, your host, the Dread Pirate Space Buds. So this time, I wanted to share a little bit about myself and about my art. Because as you guys know, I have a live show coming up here soon. I've definitely talked about it like here and there, and like shared, but whatever. So I thought I'd just sit down and tell you guys about it. So, obviously some of my earliest memories of art come from somebody I've talked about on my channel probably multiple times before, honestly. Yes, if you watch like all of my stuff, my TikToks and Instagram and whatever included, you've heard about this person before, and that was my grandpa, and we call him Papa. And he just did some really cool art. He did this one that hung in the office my entire life. And I remember him drawing all sorts of things for me as I was a kid, and I'd just ask him, can you draw this? And he'd do it, and I'd just be fascinated that he did it so quick. And he had these methods that I now understand of more drawing based off shapes, but as a kid, that stuff was like, you just did magic. It was so cool, and I loved it. And as I got older and into my teen years, he also ran a very, very politically charged cartoon. But I will say, at least his art is top-notch comic art. I love it. And he's always been an amazing inspiration to me as far as art goes. And I was very, very lucky, and I got a lot of different experiences in art. I had some family experiences in makeup. I got experience in crocheting as a kid. I was all over the board. And that really just fueled my love of art and creation and making things. I do have to say, though, that like one of the biggest things for me was art classes back in the day. And of course, art classes in combination with having that just like really like strong, caring, supportive structure of my grandpa to fuel my art, like, man, it made me feel good. So I worked very hard in art class. It was probably one of the classes I tried the hardest in, which sounds silly because I know most people are like, oh, English, math, whatever, art. I tried the hardest in art every time. And so, as a young kid, I entered what we call the Crayola Art Contest. And I entered many, many years in a row. Here are just a few of the pieces that I could find. This one is actually dedicated to my great-grandfather, or my grandmother's dad. I only got to know him for a few years of my life. But what I did remember of him, he was very strong, and I remembered all these things people had talked about. And so when it came time to make this one, they wanted us to do this whole paper mache paper mache. Yeah, but we made our own paper through paper mache, which was really cool. Like, I thought that was the dopest thing as a kid. I was like, we made the paper. But then, they also taught us the art of stencil making. And that is a skill that has stuck with me through my entire life, is that a simple manila folder and a pair of scissors, and you can have a stencil for anything. This one actually did win a Crayola art thing from my area, and then it went on and it was a no. But here are a few others that I made that also entered the Crayola art show. So we also were supposed to make a 3-dimensional paper mache figure, and I chose a butterfly. I'm not exactly sure why I chose a butterfly, honestly, other than I probably thought it was pretty. That's about all I know. And then this, I do remember we were making an old tribal style pot was the goal you had to make. But it was also like a reverse ink etching. So the paper was covered in ink, and you more or less had to scrape off in a pattern. And I did not like this style of art as much, but I was proud that they selected it and very thankful for that, and it did make me happy as a child. And there were totally others. I'm now having a malfunction because one of my eyelashes went in my eye. Oh, it might just be a piece of glitter because I put glitter all over my face. I'm smart. Okay, anyways. I remember like some of these things really did like cause me friction with art multiple times, between the memory of a difficult sewing class that was just like, I obviously was a cake decorator for a while, and I have worked quite a few bad or difficult jobs as a cake decorator that just really made me like question, like, are you sure you want to be an artist? And especially when like the realization sets in that art is subjective and that all of these things are only cool if they look cool, yeah, to other people. And it's a hard thing to get like into and like your head around. But that's okay. I'm working on it. And that's why like I'm not the most afraid of turning 30, but I will admit to having a Phoebe Buffet style bucket list for 30. And yeah, a couple of these things were on it, and some things that I've already, quickly accomplished were on it, and I'm like, dang, well that feels really cool that I already like, yeah. And so already making, the whole art gallery launch fall into place on my 30th birthday, that makes it feel special, because that's like the last bit of what I really wanted to do before I got to 30, was at least try. And I feel like that works in a way, because like technically, even though I turn 30 that day and I like physically will be the age of 30 as far as like my body years are considered, I assume like not only will it take my cells time to like regenerate to the point that I like am 30-year-old me, but also, stay with me here, okay, also I will have to have a period of time in 30 before I'll really be 30 or really feel 30. So the day of my birthday, I'll still technically be 29 at heart, meaning that I've technically accomplished it all before it needs to happen, so it all works out anyways. And I mean, 4 is my favorite number. It was all working out that way anyway, so it works out perfectly, because the 30 bucket list. So, and after that, of course, nothing else really matters except for getting things done before you die, so, or kick the bucket. We should say that, because you can't say that word. I unsubscribe from existence. Alright, I'm done now. But, yeah. Thank you guys for coming to my random art vlog / like, I'm turning 30 rant. I don't know. This, like, it's turned into a little bit more than I thought it was going to be, but I think that's going to be an okay thing, so I hope you guys like it. Anyways, enjoy the, infomercial about my art show that is coming next. See you later! Space Buns out! What's up, Space Fam? So I'm super excited to tell you guys about my live art gallery opening finally. And so it's going to take place on August 4th at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm going to translate that to all sorts of other times right here for you guys. But anyways, it's going to be on TikTok instead of Instagram. But I'm going to pre-warn everybody that nothing's going to be for sale on TikTok. I am just going to show you guys, tell you guys a little bit about it, and put on a really, what I hope will be cool and fun show. Everything will be for sale somewhere else, but you guys will get to see where that is August 4th when you get to come see my live show. So make sure you're there, please. Thank you guys.